Welcome to another episode of
It's
It's
in
in
you.
You. Yes, guys. I want to thank all my YouTube supporters out there, all my followers, all my fans. And I want to say a big thank you for Devante for joining us today. And we are going to have a little chat together because we have a very special topic lined up for you. Right, Devante?
Yes, we do.
Okay. And today, guys, we are going to talk about peer pressure. And guess what? All of us, some point in time of our life, have been through some type of peer pressure in
Very
our
true.
life. Yes, is
Very
that
true.
true?
Yeah, it is.
Right. So, to kick it off, I am going to ask Devante to just share with our viewers today what was his experience like going to school and what are some of the challenges he faces when it comes to peer pressure and how did he deal with those type of peer pressure? Because remember, guys, don't forget that we have negative peer pressure and we have positive peer pressure. Now, I'm going to ask him what were some of the negative peer pressure, or just tell us one of his experience when it comes to a negative peer pressure that he encountered and how did he dealt with it.
So, I'd say the biggest one for me was because like growing up in like middle school and high school,
Yes.
I had a lot of friends who like who happened to smoke marijuana, smoke weed.
Right.
So I don't know, like it was weird. It was weird for me because I was like, it's a natural thing. Well, I know back in the days too, people would smoke all the time, but Um, I was like, it's just a normal thing at school, like just the cool thing to do,
Right.
you know.
So you
So
so you didn't have a family member per se who smoked at the time?
I do actually, my older brother, but like but that was like until he got out of high school. Yeah,
Okay. So, but at high school, you see a lot of young kids that were smoking and
yeah.
stuff.
Every day, like in the hallways, like staircase, outside. Um, yeah, it was like, and a lot of my friends too, like did it, like just for like. I mean, I know some people have their reasons for doing it.
Right.
Um, but I feel like since like for me with in school, probably because it was just like a cool thing to do.
Right.
So it was just like that was like it was just a trend. That's what it felt like.
Yes,
Um,
because you're young and you want to explore,
but yeah. But honestly, I never really had any interest in doing it. And also the smell. I'm not a fan of that guy. I can't stand the smell. I
So you
can't
were
stand the
not a
smell.
fan of smoking.
Yeah.
So were at any point in time, were any of your friends did try to influence you to smoke?
Yeah. Um.
How did you deal with that?
Well, 'cause like at the same time, like even though I didn't enjoy the smell, like or just the idea of smoking anyway,
Right.
um, I was like, I might as well maybe give it a try and give it a shot, like just one time, just one time.
Right.
Um, so I was like, I might as well give it a try. So I ended up doing it.
Excited,
Mm-hmm.
interested. So you give it a try. This is very interesting, guys. So you give it a try, but you did not continue.
Yes. Like it was just a one time thing. I was like, let me try. They showed me how to do it. I mean, I'm not encouraging you to do it. Please don't smoke. Please
No,
don't
I
do
get
it.
it. And
But like,
guys, we're not encouraging you to do it,
yeah.
right? But this is very interesting, Devante, because you know what? I have a similar experience to that. So one very time of my life, I remember trying to smoke Matterhorn, and it was one of my friends who was smoking at the time, and he said, "Come on, just give it a try." And I tried it one time, and it was not anything that I thought I would want to continue to do. or continue to smoke.
Mhm.
I tried that one time and that was it. So you are very right. Some people, they will try something but they may not continue. When other persons will try, and the moment they try it, it feels so good, it feels so nice, and that is something they really want to continue. And this is really good when it comes to peer pressure because it tells me that you have a sense of consciousness at that time, and your cognitive was so developed that you could make, a solid decision and a conscious decision when it comes to choices. So,
Mm.
of course, you were young at that time going to high school, but you were able to try something and not continuing to do it because your friends were doing it. See, that is very interesting. So your friends were doing it, they see it as something natural, they see it as a hobby, they see it as, you know, natural something to get up and do every day. But for you, you could watch them smoke, enjoy themselves, and it's not something that you enjoy, but you did try. And nothing is wrong with that, guys. You can try something, but you don't have to do it, right? And Devante, I want to thank you for coming today to share with us, how you deal with that negative peer pressure around you. But today we also want to talk about positive peer pressure. That's the awesome and excited one I love. Because when you talk about positive peer pressure, it is very motivating. For example, there were times when I was going to school and it was mathematics was very, hard for me. I didn't like maths any at all. And
Yeah,
so
same
one of
here.
the see, so you also have challenges with maths.
Math was like my weakest subject, I would say. When I was in
Right.
school, yeah, it was my weakest subject. I mean, I like some parts of math, but it wasn't my thing. It wasn't my
Right.
strongest subject at all. But I didn't mind it, but yeah, it wasn't my strongest. So.
Same here. It was my favorite subject, any at all. But one thing I do remember when it comes to positive peer pressure was that my peers, they would encourage me, they would pressure me, and they would say, you know what, you need to get private tutoring and stuff like that. Even my lecturer would say, okay, Jermaine, I realize that you're struggling with your math, so do you want to do some private lesson or some private tutoring? And I said yes. So those are positive peer pressure, when someone can pressure you to do something that is going to be positive towards your life, that is going to help you to achieve your goals in life. Those are positive peer pressure. And so before I leave you guys, I just want to ask Devante to just share his last point of view with you guys when it comes to peer pressure.
Yes. Overall, guys, just if you're not comfortable with doing something right away, like you don't have to do it. It's completely up to you. At the end of the day, it's all about choices in life. So just do what you want. Um, you know, just try and make the correct decisions if you can. Like if your gut's telling you to not do it, don't do it. If you're like second guessing it, just don't do it. The words of the wise. Because like in
Right.
the end, like it's just and like it may end up backfiring, especially if the person, your friend or your family member, isn't like isn't really understanding how you're feeling in the moment. It can just it can make matters worse. So just be careful with that. Um, but yeah,
Thank you so much, Devante. And
you're welcome.
remember, it's always about it's in
In
you,
you.
right? So it's in you. And that is why, because it
I
is
love saying
in
that.
Devante, he was able to make the right choice of, okay, let me try it. But I don't think this is good for me. So I'm going to pass. I'm not going to continue to do it. So, guys, it's in you. No matter what the choices you have to make in life, it is in you. And at the end of the day, it's all about you and you being happy and you being comfortable in your skin in what you're doing. So thank you again, guys, for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thanks again, Devante, for coming.
Yeah, of course, anytime. This is a lot of fun.